Testing, testing, 1, 2, testing, 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 testing. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. You know who I am, Ingram Jones, and thank you for joining me for what will be quite a short podcast or live show. Let's see who we've got in the room, and we'll get straight into it. Andy Wilkinson, hey Andy. Terence Talbot, hey all, go away Andy. Andy says, haha. Terence Talbot, thought you were blocked. Andy Wilkinson says, how could I ever be blocked? And why would I be? Carl D says, get a private room, girls. Terence Talbot says it's a joke. Terence Talbot says, oh, Ingram, Carlton Palmer asked if he could be unblocked. Pardon? Andy Wilkinson says, I'm Northern, mate. You'll have to spell things out to us. Haha. It's damn cold. We can't think out else. I'm Southern, mate. We're down warm here. We get things right away. Says Andy Wilkinson. So, good evening. This will be a very short podcast, or like I said, live show. Let's see new comments below. It's because it's a short announcement and it's a brief announcement, but just getting over Frampton versus Quigg, and you know, to all those people that got Frampton versus Quigg right, said Frampton points, kudos to you. You got it right. You're spot on with that, which is fantastic. For the life of me, I was walking up the street and I was thinking to myself, how could you not let your hands go in the first 4 rounds? I mean, if you want the guy to tie it, I'm just trying to work this out in my brain and just work out why Scott Quigg didn't let his hands go. I mean, I'm thinking to myself, if Scott Quigg weren't going to let his hands go, I would have gone for Frampton. But I backed on the basis that Quigg was going to let his hands go. He was going to be swarming over Frampton, weren't going to give him space, and Quigg would be up in his face. Didn't see that. And even when I spoke to Peter Fury yesterday, even he said the same thing. He was expecting the same thing from Frampton, from Quigg, in fact. And Frampton didn't do. Quigg allowed Frampton to do exactly what he wanted to do. So, what can I say about that? News: Shagayev versus Lucas Brown is this weekend. So, good luck to Lucas Brown this weekend. He's got a tough task ahead of him. But if you can land that big right hand, takes a decent shot. If you can land that big right hand, then hey, all good news. Canelo versus Khan has been announced, as we all knew was going to happen now. And they met in London. I think the press conference tomorrow is in New York. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think at first I thought, you know what, Canelo's just too big, too strong. He's going to bully Khan and knock him over. Easy. But then I thought to myself, you know what? Khan's got the speed. It's just, what would his chin be like at middleweight? And can he absorb a middleweight punch? And well, if he can absorb a middleweight punch, then, you know, that might even things up a bit. He's got the speed, but it's just a concern. A naturally bigger man in the later rounds. Is he going to be able to keep Canelo off in the later rounds? I don't know. Yes. Hello, Feed Khabib. Good to have you in the room. Yes, Saunders' first defense is against Nadal. That's a good fight. That's a good fight. It's good to see Saunders in against a guy that everybody knows. We knew who fought Peter Quillin. It was a good fight against Peter Quillin. So that's a good fight. Good fight to be announced. By the way, if you remember, I did mention here about Andy Lee and Miguel Cotto. And if you remember what I said back then, I said, you know what? Andy Lee looking for a fight in New York. Sounds to me that he's going after Miguel Cotto. And people laughed at me at the time. Now I see Andy Lee calling out Miguel Cotto. You know, I've got to a point now in boxing where I think a lot of these fights are either close to being negotiated. Each manager or promoter has been contacted, and then the tweets go out. I think it goes in reverse with, like, you know, they call people out, but I think they've called people out after they've spoken to them. That's what I think, but I could be wrong about that. But that's what I'm believing. Andy Wilkinson says it was crazy because if he'd let his hands go, he would have won, as Frampton is the better boxer, but Quigg was able to get on him almost at will when he did let them go. He did. But it's all done now, and some of us were right and some were wrong. I was wrong. Yeah, well, I was wrong too. But I actually thought Quigg was going to actually destroy Frampton, the bigger, stronger man. I thought it was going to happen. But of course, you deserve to get your jaw broken if you're going to just stand there with your hands by your side of your head and just cover up. Like, of course, you're going to get hit. You know, so, you know, I can't really feel sorry for him for that because he didn't engage. So there you go. Right. So other than that, I was very interested. This fight between Keith Thurman and Sean Porter. Very interested in this fight because, as you may or may not know, I've had my fair share of interviews with Keith One Time Thurman. It's become Keith Once Upon a Time Thurman because I don't think I've spoken to Keith for almost 7 months, and you know, I wanted to know what was going on between Keith Thurman and Sean Porter. I wanted to know what the real truth was. So I did some investigating. Andy Wilkinson says, well, at least we all got to see her almost cry again. It's quite funny seeing Shane McGuigan in the background going 1-0 in the middle of a Hearn interview, and the way Hearn kind of looked at Coogan for that split 5 seconds, it looked like he was going to cry there as well. It was quite fun. It was quite hilarious, actually. Feed says, Trainer of the Year Gallagher showing why he won the award in the biggest fight of his training career. Yes, he did. They won the fight at the changing rooms. Andy Wilkins says, oh, yeah, that was awesome. Yes, indeed. We've got more people coming to the room slowly, which is good, which is nice. But I'm going to kind of hold this out a bit. It says, as I was saying, I wanted to know more about this whole Porter Thurman thing. Do you know, I find it kind of odd that this is a big fight, Thurman versus Porter, yet it's got hardly any publicity to it. These are two guys in their prime meeting. This is a fight that most boxing fans want to see, but yet it just seems there's more attention on Canelo Khan. I don't understand it. Could anybody explain to me why that is? Yeah, that's definitely on. Come on, man, they're much bigger names. Khan and Canelo, much bigger names. Okay. So you don't think Porter's a big name? You don't think Thurman's a big name? Well, I think Thurman versus Porter is a much more competitive match on paper than Khan Canelo. Andy Wilkinson says it's a really good fight, but the Khan Canelo fight was just a shock. It just took over. List their opponents. That's true, Kyle. Yeah, that's true. Well, Porter's best opponent would have been possibly Kell Brook, Devon Alexander. You got Keith Thurman, Robert Guerrero, Julio Diaz, Diego Chavez. Colazzo. Yeah, fan bases are huge. I guess you got a point there. But if you look at the fight itself on paper, nobody knows how good Khan's going to be at middleweight. Whereas with Porter and Thurman, you have, you know, you have a, you kind of know what you're getting there. Nobody knows what Khan's going to be like at middleweight. Nobody's got a clue what he's going to be like at middleweight apart from him himself. Probably he doesn't even know. I remember he once saying that he should, the more weight he put on, he was knocking more guys out his sparring when he was putting on weight. So I don't know. In other news, I believe tomorrow that Chris Eubank Jr. and Ben Blackwell and Nick Blackwell will be talking. We'll be having a press conference tomorrow, so that's good. David Haye is backing Khan. Said he was with him, and Khan was 170-pound ripped. Well, it was interesting to see David Haye and Oscar De La Hoya was in the UK. I just wonder if David Haye's an opportunist. He's an opportunist, and for me, to see David Haye and De La Hoya together, I kind of think to myself, is he looking to work on the Golden Boy? Is he looking to fight potentially in the future with Golden Boy? Is Khan opening the door for David Haye to walk through it? I don't know. When I see David Haye and I see Oscar De La Hoya, I'm like, I know David's self-promoted and all that, but I don't know. Talbot says, I think Khan is all wrong for Canelo. I see it being a Kawasaki-Lacey scenario. Well, Kawasaki can box their game plan. Kawasaki has a very good chin. And I think Kawasaki's got a better boxing IQ than Amir Khan. Not disrespect to Amir Khan, but I just think Kawasaki's got a better boxing IQ. And he's done it over and over and over again. Box a certain way without getting himself dragged into certain situations. Whereas Khan seems to switch after 3 or 4 rounds, seems to stop, concede all that speed, and then start getting nailed. So I see Khan doing a lot better than a lot of people think. He will be in this fight. He's a lot bigger than most think he is as well. Yeah, that's true. But I also think, well, Khan's moving up in weight. Canelo's natural weight. What is his natural? What does his normal walk around like? Does he walk around as a cruiserweight? Does he walk around as a light heavy? Now, bear in mind, Sean Porter used to box at 185 pounds. 185 pounds. Now he boxes at 147 pounds. So he's a big guy. So the big question about Amir Khan is how will he do as he moves up in weight, speed, footwork, power, and of course he may do those. Like he might be able to do those things early on. But please, I heard somebody said that he's going to watch the blueprints of Floyd Mayweather. But Floyd Mayweather's able to hit with a shot, roll under, and come back with another shot. Floyd Mayweather's got an excellent defense. I don't know. So Andy says Khan has serious footwork and speed. Will the extra muscle he have be an issue? Possibly. Possibly. I think so. Cardi says originally I was picking Khan, but nah, won't win on back foot. Feed B says if Khan beats Canelo, he will tell her he wants a 99-1 split for Crook. Yeah, probably. It's like you said, Ingram. Can Khan handle the punch at that weight? Nobody knows. And if you have any doubt, go back and watch Canelo Lara and picture Khan in there. Laugh my head off, feed. Yeah, well, but Lara's a class act. Lara's a class act as a boxer. I'm still confused as to what Amir Khan is. Is he a boxer puncher? Is he a counter puncher? Is he a speedster? Is he a sniper? Well, what is he? What is Amir Khan? I mean, I don't know what Amir Khan is. I know he's got a pair of gloves on, but I can't tell what Amir Khan is, because for me, for the life of me, for the first 3 rounds, Khan comes out and he comes out like a freight train, throwing fast hands combinations. And we all know after 4 or 5 rounds, Khan slows down, and then is where the action begins, and that's where Disco Dan comes out. See, it's that thing. It's not. I'm not worried about Khan when he's moving around the ring. I'm worrying about when Canelo starts to lean on him and hit him for the first time, worked his body and worked his head. Khan's never been good up close. Never been good up close. He never liked pressure. So he's a speedster, but how fast will he be at middleweight? And what does the extra poundage do for him in the later rounds? These are the questions. He needs to put it all together in this fight. I mean, literally put it all together. And there can be no mistakes. Absolutely no mistakes. Cardi, you probably covered it already, but what about Eubank sparring KL vid? What a dick. Yeah, I hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm going to be talking to the guy that got KO'd by Eubank in sparring. Fingers crossed. I've been talking to him over social media, and we should be talking tomorrow. Khan's a speedster, box and move. Well, okay, he's a speedster. That's it. Khan has all the abilities, but can he put them all together in the fight? He'll need to do that if he's to win the fight. Yeah. So, okay. Did anyone get to listen to the Peter Fury interview? I'm actually sitting on a heavyweight story as well. I can't release any information about it until probably the end of the week. But as soon as I can get the information, no, it's not Tyson Fury, but I'm sitting on some very interesting information that will affect the heavyweight division. So absolutely, I'll get that to you as soon as possible. Right. For those people who are fortunate to step in the room and to be in the room, I have a little surprise for you. Yes, I did a Peter Fury interview yesterday. I think it was about 40 minutes long. I spoke to Peter Fury. So check it out. A lot of people seem to like the interview. I think Andy has listened to the interview already. I think Carl may have listened to the interview. Who else is in the room? Let's see if Andy, did you listen to the interview? Yes, it's on the channel. Must have missed it. We'll check it out. It's there. Wilder Povetkin. Yeah, you know, Wilder Povetkin. See, the bid's been won for the fight to go to Russia. I think you did, mate. Okay. What did you think of the interview, Andy? Without giving away what happens, what you heard in the interview. Because I know recently quite a few people have been interviewing Peter. So sometimes you can get, what's the word, asking the same questions over and over again. Did I ask the same questions that other people have been asking recently, or did I ask any new questions, Andy? You would know, because it was a good one. Okay, cool. Right, so we have 8 people watching. I haven't actually had the chance yet. Tut tut, naughty, naughty. Right, for those of you that are up, anybody here going to be up for the next hour or so? We have something to share with you. I know what's coming, says Andy. Good. Yes, says Talbot. Yes, mate. Can't wait. LOL. So if anyone's around for the next hour or so, I think it'll be worth your while. I have yet another exclusive, and Benjamin Berger's in the room. Yes, Benjamin, how are we doing, my friend? JD's in the room. Yes. Yes, Jay. Yes, Benjamin. We're just about to release an exclusive to Bayloric TV. In fact, I will call this a world exclusive. Why I call it a world exclusive? Because of the timing, because of the person, because of the climate. So let me get it out. It's again a private video. It's on private at the moment, so nobody would have seen it yet. You will be the first to see the interview. So while I'm getting it ready for you guys, just talk amongst yourselves. Yep. No worries, no worries. Give yourselves about an hour, and you're going to know a lot more than a lot of people probably do in America. A lot of people, and you're probably going to know a lot more than a lot of people in the UK are going to know. I was shocked at some of the stuff I heard. Absolutely shocked. I felt like a bit of an idiot. Let me just adjust this now so that. See, people who take the time to actually, who can take the time to, and I accept it's late at night and it's like midnight UK time, so I do admit it's late, but at the same time, I'm just making some adjustments now so you guys will be able to see this next. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Don't be like that with me. Come on. Done that. That's good. Pulls up. We don't want that going out yet. Nope. Behave yourself. Behave yourself. That's good. Right. Right. This is concerning a big fight. And if I just do this, I will say again, thank you very much to Andy Wilkinson for his great artwork. Appreciate that. Does anybody see that? Does anybody see that link I've just given you? Can anybody see the link? Make sure you see. You are the only people able to see that link at the moment. I've not tweeted it anywhere. Great. Can you see it? What do you see, people? Perfect. No, this is not to be shared by other people. Don't get to see this. Just the people that are in the room are getting to see it. You get exclusive viewing. No problems. That's the one. Good. Well, you've got about an hour of Kenny Porter right there. Enjoy it. So you guys get the exclusive. You get to hear the interview, and you get to hear things about him. Good. How's it sounding? Anybody? Can you hear the sound? Is the sound okay on it? More than welcome. Yeah, it was pretty hilarious. Appreciate your help, Andy. You really do. Good. Glad you can hear it. As long as you can hear it, that's the main thing. Right. I'm out of here. Enjoy the show. Enjoy the interview. Like I said, it's an exclusive. You're getting to hear things that most of the world of boxing probably doesn't and won't have heard. So it's exclusive. Okay? Enjoy. I'm out of here. Take care. Have a good night. And hopefully tomorrow evening I'll be able to produce something else for you guys as well. Fingers crossed. Take care. Will do. Catch you later. Take care.